This one's going to be a real short video. It says convert the number in scientific notation to standard notation. Okay, whenever a number is in scientific notation, it is always the product, that means multiplication, between a number that is between 1 and 9.9 repeating. Oops. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay. So this number here has to be a number between 1.0 and 9.9 repeating. Okay. And at the other end, you're going to have some power of 10. Okay. So right here, it's going to be 10 to some power, and that power can be either positive or negative. If it is positive, if it's a positive exponent, that's going to mean that you're dealing with a very big number. If the exponent is negative, then that means you're going to be dealing with a very small number. So small, it's like microscopic. So what I've got here is 1.4 times 10 to the 7th power. And my 10 to the 7th power, if you actually work that out, which would be 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, is that 7 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 10 times 10, 10. 10 times 10 is 100. Times 10 is 1,000. Times 10 is 10,000. Times 10 is 100,000. Times 10 is a million. Times 10 is 10 millions. That'd be 10, 1, 2, 3, that. And then if I took 1.4 times that, I would actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, yep, that's what I'd get. I would get 14 million. Now, that's doing all the math out. If I actually did all the multiplication and counted the decimal point, and the decimal point would be right there when I'm done. Boy, that 0 looks deformed. There we go. The trick is, all you have to do is look at the exponent on your base 10. Because if I compare these, I started with a 1.4. And if you look at this, you have here's a 1, there's a 1. Here's a 4, there's a 4, right? And then the decimal, which started right here, is now back here. So it moved from here 1, well, let me do it over here. It moved from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places, which is what my exponent was, 10 to the 7th. Ta-da! You just move your decimal point. Now, let me look at another one, because some of you may get a negative exponent. I don't know. Let's just say that instead of 1.4 to the positive 7, let's say this was 1.4 times 10 to the negative 7. Okay, well, 10 to the negative 7 is really 1 over 10 to the positive 7, which is 1 over 10 million, which would be 0.0 tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millionths, 10 millionths. It'd be right there. Because that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And if you took 1.4 times that, what you're going to get is 0.1234567, and then the 4. The decimal, which was right here, gets moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places to the left because it's microscopic. And if you've ever looked at a microscope, you'll see things like, but usually it's like 10 to the negative 52. I mean, it's really, really small stuff when you're looking through a microscope. That's why they say it's microscopic. It's really, really tiny. And the further you go to the right of the decimal point, I mean, it starts with 0, which means you don't even have one whole thing. This is really teeny, teeny, tiny. It would be 14 10,000ths. So anyway, that's scientific notation, converting it from scientific to standard notation. Hope that helped.